Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Hannah and I post all things lifestyle, especially now I'm going to be posting a lot of new mom content. If you aren't new here, then you have probably seen my past videos of my pregnancy journey, and I think the last video I uploaded was our nursery reveal. So yes, baby boy is officially here. So he's officially going to be 1 month old in a couple of days. So I figured I would hop on here and talk about some of our favorite things that we've been using in the past month since he's been born. I guess you can call them essentials to us, but these things may not be essential to you and your children. If you don't necessarily love these products, or if your baby doesn't like these products, then that is totally okay. This is just what works for us. I think I'm just gonna start off with the actual essentials that you do need. Of course, you know, if you're having a baby, you're gonna need diapers and wipes. That's probably something that you'll find yourself which brand you like best. We have only tried 2 diaper brands. We've tried the Huggies and then the Pampers. For us, we like the Pampers. Another essential that you're gonna need is a car seat and stroller. So we have the Duna car seat stroller combo, which is a pricier car seat if you think of it as, you know, they're only gonna be able to use it for a certain weight limit. But it is an essential for us because it is just so easy to use and to pop in and out of the car. I really just didn't want to have to lug around a stroller in the trunk and also a car seat. So it is just so convenient, and you can keep the baby in the car seat the whole time. You just pop it down and pop it back up. So if it is in your budget and something that you're really interested in, I would say go for it because it is life-changing, and it is like the one thing my husband says is 100% worth the money, and that means a lot because he's an accountant and he likes to be frugal where needed. I am hands down a Duna lover. Other essentials that you're going to need are clothing, obviously. I really love the double zipper onesies, especially for bedtime and in the middle of the night for those diaper changes. Some of our favorites are Emerson and Friends. I really love that brand. It's actually kind of a local brand here in the Clearwater, Tampa area, and their onesies are so soft. So yeah, just anything that's a double zipper is going to save you a ton of time in the middle of the night, and it's just easier to change them. We also really love the tie gowns. Now he's kind of growing out of all of his newborn clothes. So, and these are the ones that you can like put them on and then tie it at the end. And those are really great as well for, especially early on in the newborn stage. Keeps them nice and cozy and like wrapped up. And it's easy to just untie it, change their diaper, and change them back up. So I do really like those tie gowns. And I apologize if I'm swaying a lot in this video. That's just how it's gonna be. So we like clothes like this, where they're almost like jumpers or rompers, and they have their hands out and feet out. Really easy to change them and put them in it. This is that Emerson and Friends brand I was talking about. Super soft, super cozy, very stretchable, so whenever you're changing them, you can just really stretch it out. But stuff like this, like little rompers, are perfect, especially if you live in Florida. I'd say another essential that you will need is a diaper bag. And honestly, you don't need to buy a specific diaper bag. You can use any bag around your house. But we really love our Lululemon diaper bag, and it is pricier, but we did get it for the baby shower, so someone did purchase it for us. And it's just really sleek, easy to clean, and can carry a lot. Other essentials would be like feeding. So I am exclusively breastfeeding right now. I am kind of pumping in between. We do plan on introducing a bottle very soon. That is an essential as well to feed them, obviously. So if you plan on breastfeeding, then stay tuned for a video on my essentials for that. And obviously, if you plan on formula feeding or doing a mix of both, then you are going to need bottles, formula, that kind of stuff, which I don't have much expertise in because we haven't introduced those yet. I guess sleep would be another essential, but I have a whole nother category for sleep, so let's talk about that now. For sleep, you're definitely going to need a safe space for baby to sleep in the middle of the night. We do use a bedside bassinet, so we use the Newton bassinet. We plan on keeping him in there until like 6 months. You never know, we might be able to transition him to the crib earlier. The Newton bassinet is amazing. It's kind of similar to their crib mattress, where it is fully breathable, fully washable. You can take the whole thing apart and wash the entire thing, rinse it all down. And I really love it. There's a part of the side that comes down so that you can like open it up and have them kind of at bed with you, although I don't like to have it up against the bed because I am so terrified of him suffocating on accident. But we really like the Newton bassinet, and I didn't buy it full price. I got it off of Facebook Marketplace. So always look for thriftier options when you're buying stuff, because you don't need to buy everything new. Next in the sleep category, which I think we already focused on sleepers and onesies too, that would be like a sound machine of some sort. Now there's people who don't use sound machines, or babies that don't like sound machines. We actually use two different types of sound machines. We use the Hatch one, which is like a nightlight and a sound machine together. And then we also use our air purifier. We've been using that forever. So the two of those together are like perfect amount of sound. And yeah, I would recommend getting a sound machine. You don't need to get the Hatch. There's plenty of sound machines out in the market right now. We also have a portable sound machine. So we also use the yoga, what's it called? Yoga Rom, Yoga Sleep sound machines. We actually have two of these. One that attaches like for on the go, and then one for the crib in here. I would say next in the category of sleep would be some type of baby monitor. Now we use the Infant Optics 50, the one that it doesn't need any type of Wi-Fi or anything like that, and it has a handheld screen that you can take with you around the house. Even though he is set up next to our bedside, I still keep the camera on him because it's hard to see him in the middle of the night, even if he's like right next to me. Not having to turn on a light or anything, and using the monitor is perfect. And I do love the fact that I can carry around that screen with me. So if I'm going in the shower or something like that, I can see him. We also have the Nanit Pro. I haven't had too much experience with it, so I don't really want to make a comment on it yet. So far, I mean, it's good. It just connects to your phone, which is nice if you have, you know, Ben can use it and I can use it too. Stay tuned for that. I might do an update on that once we start transitioning him to his bed in here. The last thing in the sleep category are swaddles and sleep sacks in general. Now, this also differs from baby to baby. Some babies absolutely hate being swaddled, which he's 50-50. Like, he hates his arms being restricted because he likes to have his arms up, but he also will not fall asleep because of that startle reflex. We need to swaddle him in order for him to sleep at night. So we've definitely used different types of swaddles and sleep sacks. I will say my personal favorite is the Love to Dream one, because he can have his arms up like this, and I think he likes that position. You know, we also have used like the Snuggle Me type swaddles, which Velcro across, and he actually really likes those as well. But sometimes they really make him angry if he's like trying to get his arms up. So most of the time, that's like my husband's favorite, is the Swaddle Me. We tried the Ollie swaddle, which that did work a lot, but he would just escape it. So I think once his arms can be out of the swaddle, he will really enjoy that one. The last thing actually in the sleep section would be some type of little nightlight. I'm sure if you've watched a lot of these videos, you've seen people talk about like the little egg nightlights to bring to the hospital, and I use that literally every single night. When I do his middle of the night feeding, I just tap on that nightlight, have that on, so it's like a very soft light. You could even do the red light setting, and I use it for his diaper changes in the middle of the night. So I really enjoy the little nightlight as well. And I'm gonna have everything linked below of what we actually use so that you can purchase it if you would like. Moving on to bath time next. And we really love the Angel Care bathtub. My best friend gifted us that. So it is something that's like not super expensive in terms of a bathtub, and it dries really quickly. We really like that one. He enjoys it. Bath time's like one of his favorite times. He like never cries. I think he really enjoys the warm water. We also bought the Freedom Mom like cup. It has like a newborn or like infant rainwater setting of it, and we really enjoy that. And those are the two main things that like I think that you need. Now, other things that you probably need are towels. You can use your own towels. You don't necessarily have to buy baby towels. I do find that it's nice to wrap him up in a baby towel and put him in the bathtub beforehand, just so that he's like comfy and cozy. But they're not necessarily essentials. You can just use any washcloth and towel that you have on hand. So yeah, that's it for bath time. The next category would be activities. What do you do with your newborn baby? Now, he's only 4 weeks old, but there's definitely stuff that you can start doing even in utero. I like to follow the Montessori approach in a way. There's some things that we do that aren't fully Montessori. In general, your baby doesn't need much in the first couple months of their life as far as activities go. Yes, I do think that the high contrast cards are good. The Montessori mobiles are good for visual sight development, that kind of stuff. But really, the best activity you can do is talk to your baby and read them books. You know, if you talk to them like a normal human in full sentences, that really is an activity in itself and a way to nourish their development. I'm a firm believer in education begins at birth. Babies are constantly taking in everything from their environment from the moment that they're born, and they even say in utero they can start hearing and listening to things that you say. So even reading to them while they're in the womb has shown to be beneficial. So getting a couple books to read, or even just reading them your own book, talking to them, bringing them out in the world, and experiencing day-to-day life is an activity in itself. With that being said, some of our favorite activities, or activity like toy type things to use, are high contrast cards and books. Tummy time, so we use the Love Every play mats. That one's really great. It comes with high contrast cards on it. And then yeah, reading, talking, letting him see like other human faces, so other people talking to him and reading to him, and really just going out into the world. But be careful as well, you know, as far as sicknesses go. We try to take a daily walk around the neighborhood, because just hearing the birds and the water and the cars going by is an activity in itself. You don't need all that much when it comes to newborns. You yourself are all they need. So if you don't want to buy all the things, just go ahead and be prepared to read and talk to them and just love on them. That is enough for your baby. All right, and then I'm gonna get into the non-essential category, where you don't necessarily need to buy these things, but they have proven to be very helpful for us. Right off the bat is a wipe warmer. I was a firm believer in I don't need to buy a wipe warmer. I don't want my baby getting used to having warm wipes. You know, I fell victim, I guess you could say, to that middle of the night ordering off Amazon a wipe warmer, because he absolutely hated cold wipes. Especially in the middle of the night. One thing about the wipe warmer that we have is that it has a light on it that stays on the entire time, and it is very bright in the middle of the night since we keep it on the diaper cart. So I would say I'm trying to find one that doesn't have a night light on it. Another one is pacifiers. So you might think these are an essential, which they especially are for us now, but I was also another believer in, you know, my baby doesn't necessarily need a pacifier. And we tried in the beginning to give him a pacifier, and he just wouldn't take some of the really common ones. We tried the Nano Baby ones, we tried the Philips Avent ones, the Itsy Ritsy pacifiers, and he didn't like any of those. Until we found the MAM pacifiers. My mother went out and bought these because she said that we liked these as kids. I actually have one right here. And the nipple is very similar to the nipple of a breast. So these are actually supposed to be breastfeeding friendly, and he loves the MAM pacifiers. So if your baby doesn't take one and you want them to, then I do recommend getting these. Another thing that wasn't necessarily an essential is the Bumbo butt paste spatula, which I think I have one right here. This thing right here, my best friend Taylor got us this, a set. It's a mini one and then this one. And I absolutely love using this thing. It's just like so annoying having butt paste or lotion on your fingers when you're trying to change them. So using this, it's like icing a little cake. It's amazing. Another thing that's really nice to have is a bottle or like a sterilizer of some sort. I do wash like the breastfeeding stuff and all that stuff in a little basin on its own, and then I will put it in the sterilizer, and I just find that it works really well and is a lot better than having to throw everything in the dishwasher and waiting for a full load. Sterilizer is definitely nice to have. Also, another nice thing to have is a baby wrap. Again, not an essential because you can just carry your baby around with your hands. To be hands-free and be able to do things around the house is really, really nice. I just got in this Mabe baby carrier, and it's supposed to be like a dupe for the Artie Pop carriers, and I absolutely love it. It is so cute. I love this little waistband here because I feel like it supports my back a lot. He loves being like super close on you and just cuddling on you, so this is great for contact naps too, but to also be able to do things around the house. So Again, this is the Mabe baby carrier. We also have the Baby Bjorn carrier, and then I do have my Solly baby wrap, which I absolutely love the Solly baby wrap as well. Oh yeah, so another essential I think that you do need, for us especially, is some type of diaper station, like a diaper cart for in your bedroom if you plan on having baby at bedside. We don't have like a changing table or anything in our bedroom. We actually just change him either on the bed or on the floor. So one, we use puppy pads to lay down to change him. It is the best hack that I ever came across. I don't know who told me to get those, but we just buy a 100-pack from Marshalls or Home Goods. When it comes to diaper changes, especially earlier on, you're going through a lot of diapers and you're getting peed on a lot. Most of the time he starts to poop during the diaper change, so having those puppy pads there are amazing, and they save you a lot of time than having to constantly wash your or wipe down your diaper changing pad. And then the last thing on my non-essential list is a mini fridge. Hear me out, if you live in a 2-story and your kitchen is downstairs, it is such a pain in the butt to have to get up in the middle of the night to get water or anything that you need, especially if you're breastfeeding. Like, you are constantly thirsty. So I keep all my body armors, all my fluids in our mini fridge upstairs. I can store my pumped breast milk in there. It has just made our lives so much easier than having to run downstairs and put everything in the fridge downstairs. All right, I can't think of anything else that is on the essentials. So yeah, that is it for this newborn essentials video. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, I'll probably end up making updates to this list because it's always changing. And of course, your baby may be different and you may be different. But I hope that this video helps, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!